Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me again for Rabbi Nachman on the Sidur. Today we pick up with Birkat HaTorah. Rabbi Nachman says like this, B'chol yom mekablim haTorah mechadash. He says every day when we say Birkat HaTorah, we're not just saying brachot on something that we received a long time ago, but really we're receiving the Torah mechadash. We're receiving it anew. That every day we have to look at the words of Torah like they are new. Right? There is a famous teaching by the Baal Shem Tov where he says that every single day in Shemaim they reveal a new understanding of the Zohar. That the whole idea of learning the Zohar one day, that's nice, but the moment you learn that same piece the next day, you're not really reviewing something that you learned yesterday. You're learning something brand new that never existed in the world before. And he says when it comes to learning the Holy Torah, there's always two powers that exist within every word. There is Sam HaChayim, which means a spice of life. And he says in the opposite, like our sages say. He won't even say the words, but he says there's the opposite of a spice of life. So really this is talking about some kind of medication. The same medication can ultimately be used as a poison, which is a very intense idea. There's a famous teaching in Pirkei Avot by Ben Bagbag, Hafuch ba v'afuch ba kikula ba, turn it over and over because everything in it is in it. Anyone who wants to learn Torah and find whatever they want in it, they have the chance to find it there. The question is, are they pursuing it from a perspective of Uvacharta B'chaim? Are they pursuing it from a perspective of choosing life? Or are they pursuing it from a perspective of self-aggrandizement, which is a very interesting concept. And I'll get into it a little bit later. It says, Al ken tzrichim levarech birkat Torah. So therefore, we have to say birkat Torah. And this is actually what I'm going to say now. He says, the reason we make Birkat Torah is to ensure that all Torah that we learn and all Torah that we expound upon is for the sake of Chayim. It's for the sake of life. There's a teaching in the Gemara in Nedarim, I think on Daf Mem Gimel, where it talks about the children of sages and asks a question, why is it that the children of sages are not sages themselves? And the answer that's given is because they weren't makpid, they weren't careful about making the Birkat Torah. So that seems very strange. You have a father who's a great rabbi, who's a great sage, and the child doesn't become a great sage, and you say it's because he didn't make this blessing. How could that be? And so an answer that I saw by Rabbi Eliezer Melamed in the Pnine Halacha, when he's talking about Birkat Torah, it's on Tefillah, he says there that really the essential difference between somebody who makes Birkat Torah and does not is their Torah connected to godliness? Is this person saying, by learning the Torah, by learning these words of Torah, I am connecting myself to Hashem, I am connecting myself to the will of Hashem? Or are they learning for academic achievement? There are many people who run around saying, look how much Torah I learn. They sit and they learn and they learn and they learn. But when it comes to the kind of person they are, it's clear that the Torah's never really changed them, that they've never really grown or adapted because of it. That really they're the same person and they're just trying to show off. Look how much Torah I've learned. Look how well I know it. But you can do that with any kind of academia. And the point is that Torah is not supposed to be academia. Torah is supposed to connect us to our neshama. Torah is supposed to connect us to Hashem. And by saying Birkat Torah, we're connecting ourselves to our neshamot, to our eternal neshamot, which are connected to Hashem, and that's why it's called Sam HaChayim. And the moment we say it's about self-aggrandizement, the moment I say my Torah learning is to show my academic accomplishment, then all of a sudden it becomes about me and my life and my body. And that's already not eternal. That's something that's going to die away after 120 years. So he goes on, Ki al yedei zeh zochin lekabel liyatzer or haTorah b'vchinat bracha b'vchinat Sam HaChayim. So that's exactly it. He says, because of this, by saying Birkat Torah and connecting Torah to life, we merit to receive. And he says, Litzayer. Litzayer is like a drawing, right? But it's also, Litzayer is more than just an image. the Tzayers, we get to realize the light of Torah. We get to shine it, which is the aspect of bracha. That's a blessing. When we get to really live by Torah, that's when we really get to experience the bracha of Torah. That's when we get to experience the idea of chayim. Right? In Parshat Re'eh, it says there's a bracha and a klala, and the bracha was bacharta b'chayim. So v'zeh bichinat birkat kohanim shenismach lebirkat Torah. And he says, and that's why the next thing, part of birkat Torah, after we make the blessings, is really the idea of Birkat Kohanim, because the bracha of Birkat Kohanim is to establish us with peace and shlemut and wholeness in life. I bless us all with a lot of shlemut in our lives, with a lot of peace, with a lot of or, with a lot of bracha, with chayim. Maybe I'll merit to learn Torah as Sam HaChaim, may our tefillot, in the light of these teachings, become more Sam HaChaim, and may Yakir Efraim ben Rachel Devorah have a complete refuah shlema.